Hi, everyone. Welcome to Easy Tarot Lessons. I'm here with Skwirl and Mandy and the High Priestess.
Yay!
Hello.
Gotta have the yay.
You do, you have to. So, High Priestess, great card.
Yeah.
Mandy, you want to start us off on this one?
Oh, yeah, she's just lovely. I just feel since I've been doing the tarot and, become familiar with this card and this energy, it's made me much more personally aware that we all have a higher power that we should really kind of get to know it, because I think the stronger your relationship is with your own personal higher power, your own intuition, it's like you've got a best friend with you 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
She's just there within you, and she will give you the right answer and the right advice if only you um befriend her and get to know her and strengthen your bond with her. I think she's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's easier said than done, but I think there are certain people who are very, very tuned in to their high priestess, and I would like to feel that I'm heading in that direction,
Mm-hmm.
albeit slowly. You know, no, she's amazing, and I also feel she's made me more conscious of the moon and
Yeah.
all of the work and the stuff that you can do with the moon regularly because of the cycles of
Mm-hmm.
the moon. You can work with the new moon, the full moon. She reminds you of that every time she comes up, I think, in a reading.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Sharon?
I think that she is one of the cards that people have the biggest issues with as far as what the hell does she mean? Because she looks so secretive, but she's right out there in the open. She's right there. All you got to do is ask her. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So she
Mm-hmm.
does keep secrets, but she is willing to share them. She's got all her symbols right out there for you to say, hey, she knows stuff. Let's go ask her.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to ask her. Also, the way I originally learned her was imagination and intuition. She
Mm-hmm.
is that gut feeling. She is that that connection to the divine, for lack of a better
Mm-hmm.
word. And something I noticed within the last year or so is she's got that curtain behind her separating her from the water. And I'm not even
Right.
going to go into the pomegranates today because that's, yeah, they got meaning, but it's not, if they have meaning for you when you look at the card, great. If not, it's just a curtain separating her from the water. And um, I think Dusty put it best. Emotion stains thought. So
Mm-hmm.
she's got this thin layer of separation between herself and her emotion so that her memories don't stain her intuition. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense?
Yeah, it does. I like how you put that.
So she's very wide open to everything that she receives from the universe.
Mm-hmm.
She's willing to share it, or she wouldn't be with it out in the open, but she's not going to offer it. I think you have to go to her. You have to go inside yourself to
Yeah.
learn how to trust the information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that same vibe from her because she's sitting there. She has everything, she has knowledge in her lap. She's in touch with her emotions. She's got her foot on her emotions when you get right down to it.
Yeah.
Um, but she's waiting for you to come to her. She's also feels like a guardian between thought and emotion. Not just that there's a line, but she's also, she's a guardian, she's a filter, she's something you would have to go through to reach that very deep intuition based way of looking at the world. She also feels kind of like a mediator to me. And I
Yeah.
get that, black on one side, white on the other. Of course, the different initials and what they stand for. And that's another thing you can go into if you want to research that.
Research
Um,
it well, though. Don't just
yeah, yeah.
read the
Don't
first
pull up
thing and
Wikipedia.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, But yeah, so I see her as kind of a mediator, of and I don't want to say voice of reason because that makes her sound like she's all cerebral, but she's not. She just knows. She knows the right balance between these things. So I don't see her over the edge. I don't see her as out of control. She. You ever say to somebody they are present? She is
Yeah.
present. She knows exactly where she is and she's comfortable in her own skin.
Yeah, I know the White Book, when he talks, the easiest way to learn tarot ever, if somebody doesn't know
Mhm.
what I mean by the White Book,
Right.
he talks about being in the middle of those two pillars and that she represents a duality, that she's in touch with reality but able to go into her intuition to find the
Mm-hmm.
truth.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that was a paraphrase. I didn't read it straight from the book, so forgive me if I slaughtered it.
But you can go read it for yourself. So buy the book, read that section. Yeah, no, I, there's a sense of both knowledge and purity here, and it's a strange balance for me because I know she's dressed, she's called the priestess. I have my own thoughts on what that means, but she's cloaked like the Madonna, so you kind of have that feeling about her when you look at her, and if that's part of your background. Um, but she's both of the world and not of the world.
See, I've gotten to where I don't even see those words high priestess because that's
Hmm.
like, religious connotations. I
Yeah.
actually see her as like the Oracle of Delphi.
Yes, yes.
So, how have you had interpretations of her in readings?
Anybody, Mandy?
Well, as I say, to me, especially like when I say recently, the last 6 9 months, I just I'm just getting go and check out the moon, go and
Hmm.
find out who you are, who your higher power is. You know,
Hmm.
I mean, sometimes to me, she is the kind of, I would say on several occasions, she's been the most significant card in the reading.
Hmm.
It's like if there's one card in this reading that you should go away remembering and kind of like and think about and kind of, that's going to help you, it's her.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like the knowledge within. If I
Yeah,
have this come up, I would say, sit in quiet meditation because it's what I do.
yeah, yeah,
Because the knowledge is in you. Just listen to that inner voice. It's going
yeah.
to tell you what you need to know.
I do think we've all got this higher power
Yep.
who is kind of like there, who is actually wanting the best for us, who
Hmm.
actually wants to help you as an individual, who's on your side.
Hmm.
I do honestly believe that everybody has got this personal higher power, but I just think a lot of people are just either think that's a load of rubbish or they don't trust it and all that sort of thing. I just think you have to kind of I think you have to work on that friendship and on that partnership. I really do. I just
Hmm.
maybe some people it's an immediate thing and other people just have to kind of like, get there with it.
I don't know about you guys, but one of the questions I get most often from, people I'm working with, um, clients, how do you learn to trust your intuition? I think that's probably one of the most common questions I get.
Yeah.
And I think meditating on this card helps me answer that with myself. Just listening, just trusting what you said, Mandy.
And what you just said, I know a lot of people, when they first start delving into the tarot and delving into magic itself, they want everything to be like the magician, this great big showy bang. They want results
Hmm.
and they want miracles. The
Hmm.
universe whispers.
Mhm.
Intuition whispers. You have to
Yeah.
sit still long enough to be able to hear it, and then listen to the whispers before you can get that big bang.
Mhm.
She's saying, be still, trust it.
Mhm.
Learn to trust it. Learn to hear it because it's not going to scream in your ear. It's going to whisper.
Mhm. So what about her reversed? What do you get when this comes up reversed?
Not trusting yourself.
Yeah. Not trusting yourself or any information that you have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This to me, even more so than the Hierophant, she would be in the reverse or could be in the reverse an atheist.
I can see that, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, clouded vision comes to me too. You're just um your intuition is obscured. Don't
Yeah.
necessarily rely on what those voices are telling you because they may
Yeah.
be misleading you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes those voices are that stained emotion. Past
Mhm.
experience is telling you that this is going to go the same way something 20 years went, you know?
Mhm. All great stuff. Guys, anything else to add about the High Priestess?
Heh, heh,
other
heh.
than other than talking about the bad
I,
drop, go for it,
I,
Sharon.
I,
The pomegranates, the pomegranates, though.
And the
uh,
headdress. Let's go to the headdress, shall we?
Sorry,
I
Mandy.
listened to a podcast. This was years ago, before I ever discovered Dusty, and someone was talking about a tarot fancy dress party
Hmm.
and apparently she was the most popular character. More people came as the High Priestess than anything else.
I think that of any card in my head, she represents my relationship with the tarot.
Hmm.
Absolutely. I would see why a tarot party would have a lot of high priestesses because
Yeah.
she is the tarot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And she has some pretty iconic imagery that you you can
Well,
you can
you
tap
could,
into.
yeah, I suppose she's quite easy, really. You just need a sheet.
Yes,
That's
yes,
okay.
possibly two or three, depending on how ornate you're going.
Toga, toga.
Exactly. I think I did this in Jamaica once. Oh,
But
my.
no, she was the most popular character. Who would you go as? You'd go as the High Priestess, Sharon, would you?
No, I would. Oh, come on. I would go as the Page of Cups,
Of
You
course.
would.
Let's be honest.
Exactly.
fish and all.
I've not thought about this. I don't know who I'd go as, Mandy. That's a really good question. How about you?
Just thinking about it.
Me
Um,
too.
yeah. Oh gosh.
I think it'd be whatever I had on hand. I'm really practical when
Yeah.
it comes to
Well,
like that.
I've got my dress, so
Right
I don't.
now, maybe I'd be
I,
the
I'd have to
Empress.
go
I don't know.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my full costume ready to go. So yeah,
All you need
but
is a stick and a bag and a dog.
yeah,
Right?
You got the dog.
I have
I've
the
got the
bag and
dog.
the
I've got the
I don't have the
dress.
costume
Yeah.
though. I'm coming over to your house. Oh, I don't have a dog, but I have a very big cat. Will that work?
Queen of Wands. There you go.
No, I could go as the Queen of Wands. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's funny. So
Yeah.
it,
I don't have a fish. I'd have to buy one.
oh, oh, you could get like one of those fair fish and rescue it out of its unhappiness.
And put it in a cup, right? I'd have to get a
Right, right.
plastic fish.
Yeah, yeah, please. You can do frozen fish. Make it a cocktail.
A shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, you're holding a cocktail. It's a frozen fish. You could sip on a margarita and be the Page of Cups. It'd be awesome. Oh my gosh. Anything else on the High Priestess? Oh, guys, this has been wonderful. If anybody has any comments that they want to post, feel free to do so. If you have a card that you would like to go to
Oh yeah.
Tarot Halloween party, feel free to let us know. If you have pictures, that'd be awesome. Feel free to share.
That's it. If we ever have our convention, we're doing it on Halloween and coming as our favorite cards.
Absolutely. I think that'd be awesome. Oh, guys, this was great. Thanks very much for being here today.
Sally, that was awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
We'll see you all next time. Take care.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.